don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate. You take it out. Or you run. Got it?
Resident Evil 2 is a game made by Capcom, developers of such beloved franchises such as Mega Man and Dino Crisis. This game is a complete remake of the original classic with all the same bells and whistles, except it literally improves everything, considering beforehand you had to suffer through the absolute hell of fixed camera angles. Now you may be thinking, oh, I bet the camera weren't so bad. It was. This fucking camera is the most evil resident in the original games, and oh my god, these door animations, they are pretty cool and all, and this game is for like the PS1, but holy shit, these door animations get stupid after 5 minutes of gameplay. Like Leon, open the door faster, man, please. Enemies, the bread and butter of Resident Evil 2. These bitches are truly the definition of an obstacle. You got your classic zombies that can grab you and, take a chunk out of you. You'll see these guys everywhere, and somehow in the most inconvenient spot. But hey, you can shoot them pretty easily. Plus, they're slow, so just run by. Right, now you got the fucking lickers. I swear, these fucks have scared me so much during my playthroughs. Every time I know one's coming, or I hear one, my ass gets tensed. You see, you can't run right by them because they do some clown ninjutsu move to kill you. So you're forced to walk while they make the most awful noises. But the evil programmers at Capcom were like, nah, that resident isn't evil enough. So they take like 4 shotgun shots to kill and follow your footsteps as well. Plus they fucking walk on walls and shit. Like, then you got the zombie dogs. You kind of just run at you, but they're pretty simple to get rid of. Just a few pistol shots. That's about it. Next is the stupid plant monsters that exist in the last third of the game. These fuckers just lie about, but you gotta shoot their little plant yellow things to stun them for a few seconds. And then you gotta burn the bodies so they don't come back. Now you got the flesh ball monsters in the sewers. I mean, at first they seem terrifying with their size and just awful noises they make, but once you realize they move slow and spit like little babies at you while having the biggest weak spot known to man, they're pretty easy to kill. Just pull out the Magnum or whatever, the SMG. Then there's the bosses, which I will talk about later. Now, Resident Evil 2 is a pretty classic game. You go around this huge level solving puzzles, getting keys and whatnot, using the neurons to decipher what to do, before realizing you have to get this one item before to solve this one puzzle, which makes you run around the whole level for like 10 minutes, and then you gotta dodge monsters at the same time. But then you look at your inventory that consists of like 6 spaces, and 4 of them are being used by your guns and ammo, while the rest is being filled with like sharpened moonstone and junk you don't even need. Now, this may sound like I'm hating on the game, but this is actually like the best part. This is actually the most fun part. I don't know why, but this gameplay of solving puzzles on a big ass map while shooting shit and having no inventory activates like a part of my monkey primate brain that says, ooh, that's good. Now, I'm no expert on the Resident Evil lore and will probably get everything wrong here and spread misinformation, but hey, it is what it is. So you got Resident Evil 1, it's 1999, you got the Umbrella Company making bioweapons and shit, and then make little zombie fellas, and then you got STARS, who are like this, group, and then you go into the mansion, which holds the lab, where they're testing shit, and, things happen, boom, then Resident Evil 3 takes place. Yeah, this takes place before Resident Evil 2. Literally only about Jill escaping Raccoon City and this big fella Nemesis not being able to catch her. And then RE2 starts here, whilst RE3 kind of just happens in the background elsewhere. So it all starts in a gas station where Leon or Claire, depending who you pick, arrives here and uh-oh, a Resident Evil. Things happen, and the two characters decide to drive to Raccoon City together for their own reasons. Now the car dies of natural causes, and Leon and Claire are split from each other. Now whoever you play as arrives at the police station first, and you gotta try to save an officer, and he dies. And then we meet Marvin, who tells us we gotta escape here. Unfortunately, this station was built like a museum, and has Zelda dungeon puzzles in it, with doors that require like keys shaped around cards, and a statue that wants like 3 medallions. Ooh, close that mouth before you catch flies. Anyway, after getting all the medallions, you arrive at like an underground complex where you either meet Sherry as Claire, or the air molecules as Leon. You're interrupted by the very first boss, William Birkin. Now people, some people go for the classic action of shooting his eye. True Chad's used the Swordmaster to cut him to death.
10 years in the joint made you a fucking hook.
After that encounter, we move on to the parking garage. This is where zombie dogs get introduced, as well as Ada Wong if you're Leon, and Chief Irons if you're Claire. Now Ada just kind of walks away. We also meet Ben at the same time. He dies of natural causes, whilst for Claire, Chief Irons kind of just kidnaps Sherry. Now this is where the game kind of changes between runs, as Claire can access certain rooms where Leon can't, and vice versa. But the main objective is collecting power parts to open the garage door, as you need to collect a key card. This forces you to again go back to the RPD and access inaccessible rooms from before, and halls and shit. Anyway, good luck killing shit here. So after you leave, wait, you really thought I wasn't going to talk about Mr. X? Man, this fella is one of the best things about this game. An unkillable guy who always chases you, and then as you get used to the flow of gameplay, see zombies, shoot, run, Capcom pulls out this guy to fuck up your day. Man, he builds up tension, atmosphere with his loud ass footsteps. He scares the shit out of you, and you get a nice achievement for shooting his pal.
His weakness is his hat. Shoot it off.
Okay, now it's time to actually leave the RPD. And if you're Claire, you gotta make your way to the orphanage where, Sherry is kept. And you gotta play this long ass section of hide and seek with Sherry. Oh my god, I hate this. Whilst as Leon, you gotta run through this alligator and get shot. And then you gotta play as Ada.
You gotta kill yourself.
Fuck the sewers, man. So you collect chest pieces to open this door. I know, cool engineering. But in order to get those, you need to kill these big fucks. And you have the option of going back to the RPD, to upgrade your, a weapon, as well as to look at this cool Easter egg. Anyway, open the door, bing bang boom, Birkin's back, and he has to be killed via cargo container. I've opted to use Swordmaster instead.
Here, I'm looking for a beautiful lady with a luxury and a bathtub body.
Fuck the nest, man. Ada's too injured to walk, Sherry is infected with the Resident Evil. Now we gotta find the antidote if you're Claire, or the T-virus if you're Leon. If things happen, we meet plants vs zombies again, find a way to get rid of the plants via this stupid puzzle I keep forgetting, and then things happen, boom, we get the virus, or the antidote. But shit, we gotta kill Birkin again. But honestly, they give you so much ammo in this arena that if you're smart and don't waste your ammo throughout your game, you can literally craft a million nukes to kill this guy, so it's pretty easy. Ada falls, then unlucky, and Annette dies while Sherry gets cured. Wait, who's Annette, you're thinking? Well, I didn't mention her because I couldn't be bothered. Anyway, the facility is now designed to fucking blow up if the virus gets taken. What? Now you gotta run. Just run as fast as you can. Get out of the lab. And at the end, you'll face a fun little boss. If it's Leon, Mr. X. How is he not dead? If you're Claire, it's Birkin again. As Claire, you get a minigun, so fight is pretty damn easy. Whilst with Leon, if you last long enough, Ada throws a rocket launcher and, blow up. How did Ada survive that 1,000-foot drop? I don't know. So Claire gets a train to get the fuck out of here, and Leon manages to hop on, but uh-oh, Birkin is still alive.
I got a jewel. Can I put that in the gun?
So as you can tell, that wasn't the full ending, ends on a black screen. So when you complete an A side run, you get to play the B side scenario for the other character. They basically give the true ending of you shooting big fleshy Birkin until he explodes, and our 3 characters literally walk into Fallout New Vegas. Now for the real extras, right? So when you can play a B-side scenario, you get to play 4th Survivor mode, where you play as Hunk. This mode is actually fucking sick. It's like a quick run through parts of the RPD. Then you get Tofu mode, where you play as a Block of tofu. And then you got the ghost survivor things. These are pretty neat challenges. You play as different characters that go through different areas, you know, all that shit. And to be honest, I probably missed a lot of stuff, but this script is getting too long, and Resident Evil takes up so much space on my hard drive, so see ya.